Well, hello there, big sister. I just want to thank you so much for that really dramatic experience today. I was so glad to witness your reaction to it all. Polly, what the heck are you trying to do to me? What's your deal, huh? Why must you be like this? Do you have any idea what you've done? Of course I know. I'm not that stupid. It was just all so funny to me. Let's relive it, shall we? When Clark and my dear sister said their vows at the chapel, he turned around and said to you that he's sorry that he's found someone else that he loves with all his heart. Then he ran up to me, of all people, who was in the guest room, and then proposed to me. I was stunned, but I knew something like that would happen. Then we ran off together. You know, I really do want to apologize to you, Jenna. Since I stole your fiancé and everything from you, you both hadn't exchanged your vows yet, so it's okay, yeah? That's not the point at all. You still both did what you did on my wedding day. The day I'm supposed to celebrate my love for Clark, and you both have ruined it. Where are you right now? Okay, at least we didn't wait until after you both got married to run off together. You should be more grateful. Also, is there much point in telling you where I am? Both Mom and Dad had no choice but to say their utmost apologies to all the guests in the room when all of this went down. They found it so difficult. They were stunned. I still can't quite believe what you've done, Polly. How can you do this to me, your own sister? Why weren't you both honest with me about your feelings? There was no way I was going to tell you. You wouldn't let me be with him otherwise. It was all so funny. I definitely remember the look on your face when Clark left with me. It was so hilarious, and I think one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life. I do wonder if anyone took pictures during those moments. I'd love to see them. I don't get why you'd both go to all this trouble to ruin everything. If you two were both in love with each other before, he should have just broken up with me. I don't understand why you both went to the lengths that you did to make me feel so terrible. Why would you bother to do something like this to me, Polly? It's because I wanted to experience something like a romantic drama show for at least once in my boring life. It gave me so much of a rush. I was just so excited to watch it all unfold right in front of my eyes. He actually chose me over my stupid older sister. I actually get what I want this time. Well, since you're the sister who's ugly and unattractive in every way, it's only natural that the groom dumped you at the altar, yeah? There's nothing special about you. It's so lame that you didn't even realize that your own fiancé lost interest in you. Like, how did you see it coming is what I'm wondering. How dare you say that sort of thing to me, your own sister? I'm so finished with you as a person. Your behavior has gone beyond the level of horrible. I can't take this anymore. Oh, boo-hoo, Jenna. Stop whining so much. Not everyone can get what they want in life. This all sounds so pathetic coming from someone who just got dumped. Now that we were able to run off together with each other, Clark and I will continue to live together like this. Say hello to our mother and his mother for me. Thank you, my dear sister, for the best day ever.
Hi, Jenna. I was just messaging you to ask if you're okay. It's all right if you want to come over to our house today. We really don't mind if you want to be here instead.
Oh, hi, Dad. I'm sorry that I was so careless about what was truly going on. I feel so dumb and stupid. It's okay. I think maybe I just want to be on my own.
Really? You're actually okay with all that happened? Are you sure? On an important day like this, and what Clark did to you? There's nothing more embarrassing than this as a parent. I'm so sorry, dear.
Dad, there's really nothing for you to apologize for, considering you're not the one who did anything wrong. It seems like Clark hated me from the start. Well, I guess I started to lose control of myself and how I wanted things done when I moved to Washington, D.C. for university. I don't know how I didn't see this coming.
I guess I understand that, but this is not all your fault, Jenna. You've always been so patient as the older sister, and Polly has done you wrong. I don't get why you're both so different. I thought that your mother and I practically raised you both the same way. I just don't understand what went wrong. Did we do a bad job of raising Polly?
Oh, Dad, I know it's hard right now, but you shouldn't think that way. She's been trouble for you both for a while now. You know, if Polly wanted to marry Clark soon, she'll definitely send invitations to all of us so that she can rub it in all of our faces. Just thinking about it has made me feel so depressed, Dad.
You know what, my dear? Everything's gonna be okay, and I'll make sure of it. If that's to happen like you say it might, then the whole family will attend.
Hold on a second, Dad. What did you just say? Are you being serious right now? You would actually go to her wedding if the invitations were sent to you?
Well, yes, that's what I would do, so then I can let everyone know how terrible Polly and that disgusting man are for ruining your relationship and making us feel terrible.
Oh, Dad, you're a bit silly sometimes. What the heck? But I can kind of see what you're getting at. But I do thank you for your words. It's helped me feel a bit better.
Well, they did my daughter wrong, and you definitely shouldn't have to put up with how they've treated you. Especially Polly. You've been such a good sister, so I don't know why she's turned around and done this. Anyway, if you hear anything from Polly again, you let me know right away and we can deal with all of this together. Even though Polly's my daughter too, I've got no intention of forgiving her.
Okay, Dad, I understand. I'll let you know if she ends up contacting me. Thank you for helping me through all of this. It means a lot. I don't know what I'd do without my family beside me. I'm really glad that I'm so close with you and Mom. You're my biggest supporters, and I really hope that I can make this all up to you someday. Hello, is anybody home? Hi there, my dear older sister. It's been a while since we've talked. I was just checking in to see how things are going. Wow, am I having a nightmare right now? Should I pinch myself to make sure? Well, I guess I'm not. Is that you, Polly? Why the heck are you talking to me? Of course it's me, Jenna. It's my older sister's hotter, cuter, and more intelligent younger sister here. I thought I'd message you since it's been like 3 months since your failed wedding. Oh, great. It's you. Just the person I really wanted to talk to right now. That was sarcasm, by the way, if you didn't detect it. Must you really bother me at this time? Actually, you know what? It's good that you did, because I've got something to talk to you about. Do you not remember me asking you the other day to pay me my compensation? I suppose that was mentioned, yes, but don't you realize that I'm going to be marrying Clark really soon? I want my own home, and I can't afford to waste money on you. I should have known that you'd say something like that to me, since you don't care about anyone but yourself. But are you kidding me right now? How is it a waste when you owe me? No. I really don't think we're on the same page here. You really don't understand anything I tell you, do you? You're really dumb sometimes. Don't you realize that you're single now? You can spend all the money that you want on anything, yeah? I don't need to give you any of my money. You're just making this really hard on yourself, Polly. Did you really just contact me to say awful things to me? How could you when I've been nothing but nice to you in your entire life? Oh, come on now. There's really no need to be like that. I'm planning on sending out wedding invitations to people, and of course, you won't be left out. Also, I tried getting in contact with Mom and Dad about it, but I've gotten no response to the phone calls and messages I've sent them. Why can't you all just work with me here? I'm having my wedding ceremony really soon, so I want my loser sister to come and celebrate my nuptials with me. Is that so much to ask, Jenna? I'm sure you also want to celebrate as well. Of course, you want to see how happy the person that you used to love is now, right? It'll be great. Wow, you honestly can't think about anyone but yourself, can you? Do you have any idea how awkward and awful this will be for me? You're the one that screwed me over. Do you really think I want to celebrate the coming together of two people that were once closest to me and ended up betraying me? Is this some sort of a joke to you? Must you act so stubborn? Like, again, you've always been like this. Also, your address hasn't changed, has it? It's still the same place you live in? I'll send you a super duper cute invitation, my dear older sister, okay? Come on, this will be my last request to you. Just please come and celebrate my love for Clark. We're family, after all. Well, unfortunately, you're right about us being family part. I guess you are my younger sister, and I should see you walk down the aisle. It'll be your special day, after all, no matter who you're getting married to, I suppose. I guess I'll make sure that our entire family goes to your wedding ceremony. Yay! Oh my God! I really thought that it would take a lot of convincing, so I'm glad you've caved in and are going to attend. We'll have a blast, I promise. Also, I better tell you now so that everyone can prepare themselves. The gift that you give to both of us should be nothing less than $1,000. I feel like that's a reasonable price for a couple who's getting married and wants to enjoy the luxuries of life. Also, don't forget to dress up really nice. Wait a second, Jenna. What the heck are you playing at? It's supposed to be my special wedding day, so don't you dare let it get ruined, all right? I was so happy that not only did my sister come to the venue, but also that my parents are making such a huge effort to come here today. Well, it's not just us that are coming to the wedding ceremony as guests, Polly. You do know that also Clark's parents are coming to this wedding too, yeah? What the heck are you talking about, Jenna? That's not true at all. Why did his parents, who disowned him, come here for? What's their deal, huh? They were obviously at your wedding a few months ago, so they know what's going on in terms of what happened. How could they show up here? Don't you know, Polly? That's obviously why I invited them, so that they could actually see their son get married. A wedding without the families on both sides would be kind of lonely, no? No way this is happening right now. I don't really want them to come to the ceremony. I was hoping to gather more friends than family for this. This is all your stupid fault, sister. Because you and the rest of this stupid family made other people misunderstand the situation. They probably think I'm marrying a man I had an affair with. Well, there are a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to this entire situation, but think about it. There's nothing wrong with just having family at a wedding. But you realize that I'm a lot smarter than you, right? I know exactly what you're trying to do here. There's a right way to say what's actually happened. I am not the bad guy here. Says the woman who took my fiancé from me and ruined my wedding. Yeah, sure, Polly. No matter how you look at it, you're the villain in all of this. All that I'm doing right now is telling the truth, like I've always done throughout our lives, while you continue lying, Polly. Also, I took pictures of the wedding ceremony. When you think about it, Clark got married twice in 3 months to 2 different women who happened to be related. That's the reality of it all, and you're for sure the bad guy. And all because of you, my seniors at my university were shocked to hear what happened and basically got up and left the venue. You spoiled everything. And you thought that it would be good to continue on with your little plan, and then everyone started to stand up and leave? The ceremony hadn't even started yet. I haven't even received any wedding congratulatory gifts. I've missed out on so much because of you. We were planning to have a big party, but now we're running out of money. Well, the hall that the ceremony was going to be held in was certainly magnificent, Polly. I was surprised to see it when I arrived. You need to take responsibility for ruining my wedding. This is unbelievable. It was supposed to be the best day ever, and you've turned it into a bomb. I want compensation for this, as we've wasted our time and money. You should be paying 10 times what I asked for as a gift. At least give us $10,000, and maybe then I'll forgive you. Also, on top of that compensation that I asked for, I still want a gift that costs at least $1,000. Actually, just give me $1,000 on top of the compensation. There is absolutely no way that I'm going to give you anything when you're the one who ruined my wedding in the first place. I'm not going to give you a handout, Polly. What the heck did you just say to me? You're telling me that it's okay to hit back at someone who did something really small to you? You're so immature, Jenna. I'm nowhere near as immature as you are, Polly. You're the one who betrayed me and didn't care about the consequences at all. I've not received any compensation from you. You were having an affair with my man behind my back, and you found it so funny, didn't you? You knew what you were doing, and you didn't care how I felt. You cheated, and you eloped with my husband. You ran away, and you need to admit that to others and to yourself. Let's just stop messing about and running away and just talk about it, okay? You both are in a really good position so that I'm able to control more what's going on, and I'm able to throw stones right at you. What have I got to lose? So basically, what you're doing to me right now is revenge, Jenna. Don't you know how shady that is? Don't you think it's your fault that you didn't notice you were being cheated on in the first place? What the heck are you even talking about, Polly? Why would I think that when I had no idea what was going on in the first place? I wasn't the one who was disloyal. I don't think so. Well, I guess you haven't heard this very often, so I might as well tell you. This is exactly what happens when you're an ugly and gloomy person. You were holding Clark back from a happy life. Clark is such a kind and loving person, so he just put up with what you would say and do all the time. It must have been so hard to have your whole life tied down by a woman like you. But then he finally met me, his savior from his horrible relationship with you. He was able to finally be true to his heart and fall in love with one of the best people, me. Savior? What a stupid joke. I'm surprised at how strong your views are in all of this. It's almost funny. It's such crap, Polly. You're absolutely delusional. Actually, do you know what I did today? I asked your friend about what you were both doing, and I found out where you guys have been hiding. Excuse me? What the heck did you just say to me? You went to my friend and started searching for us? What is wrong with you, you stalker? Are you kidding me right now? Did you really think I wouldn't find out because you didn't write it on the invitation? Of course I was going to go and find out where you both were living. Now that I know, I can serve the documents that are going to get the compensation I deserve from you. I'll be requesting it through my lawyer. Are you kidding me? You're literally the worst person in the universe. You're such a cow to me. I get what you're doing. You threatened Mom and Dad to cooperate with you, so everyone turns against me. You have always known that I've been the favorite, so this is the way you're trying to take me down, isn't it? They're both kind to me, so I'll contact them about what you're trying to do. If you really think that, Polly, that's on you. I'm asking for the compensation because of how wrong your actions were. You ruined my wedding, but yeah, do as you please. Hey, Dad, Walter, Daddy, are you there? I really need to speak with you right now. It's urgent and this can't be ignored. You do know that my wedding has been ruined now, right? How nasty of all of you to do something so horrible to me. How dare you tell everyone what happened at the last wedding, but I understand your position. Jenna was threatening you, right? I guess it'll all be fine soon enough. I'll claim all the compensation that I've asked of her, and she'll end up paying for the wedding as well. I'm a good girl, and I think you know that, Dad.
Wow, you really know nothing about what's going on, do you, Polly? If you did, you'd understand how sad it was for me and your mother to act the way we did.
Wait a minute, what did you just say, Dad? I'm really confused as to what you're talking about. How can this be sad when it was supposed to be a happy day for me?
You really don't get what you've done to us as a family, Polly. About Jenna's wedding, your mother and I were really looking forward to it. You getting married would have been a very joyous occasion if what you did by taking Clark away from your sister didn't happen, but Me telling you this is no use since you never listen to anyone.
But, Daddy, it was still my wedding day and none of those things should have happened to me. You're not seriously angry at me, are you? You can't be mad at your youngest daughter.
But of course I am, you stupid and horrible woman. I was honestly surprised that you even invited Jenna to your wedding. But I bet you just wanted to rub everything in her face, didn't you? What makes this whole thing worse is that your mother and I blame ourselves for raising you wrong. But to be honest, I can't make excuses for what you did anymore.
Are you seriously kidding me right now, Dad? You're seriously taking Jenna's side in all of this, are you? She is nothing but a depressed wimp who hasn't done much with her life. It's been like that since we were kids. You've always taken her side, and I was so sick of it, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. Is Jenna more important than me or something? You were the most annoying father on the planet, Walter. You were always nagging at me to study more, go to bed early, and tidy up. Why did you never say anything like that to Jenna, huh?
Of course I had to bug you like that because nothing got done if I didn't. Jenna would finish what she's doing before I would even have to tell her to do something. She would literally finish her summer vacation homework before the end of July came around. She'd always go to bed on time and she kept her promises to do things around the house. I wouldn't have had to scold you if you just did things properly. From a very young age, you always did what you wanted to do and never listened to anybody at all, especially me and your mother. You didn't do your homework most of the time, and you threw it away in the trash, and you'd play games instead of studying. On top of that, you stole money from my wallet and your mother's too.
Excuse me? Did you seriously notice those things that I was doing? I thought that neither of you were even looking at me when I snuck up to your room to get money out of your wallets.
Of course I noticed. You weren't very subtle at all. You did it on multiple occasions. I wanted you to realize the mistakes that you'd made, but I guess you didn't. I also sent you off to college because you insisted that you turned things around with your studies and that you were going to be studious. I also sent you money as well. But of course all of that was a lie, wasn't it, Polly? You ended up dropping out of school because you thought it was too hard when you hardly studied. Then you just started part-time work. I wouldn't be surprised if you were unemployed now. You've kept on disappointing us over and over again. And it's getting to the point that every member in this family is really sick of your behavior.
Oh, come on, Dad. You've got to lighten up when it comes to these things. I just wanted to try something that you can only experience while you're young.
And you think that infidelity was the best choice you could make while you were still young? Are you kidding me with this crap right now, Polly? You've lost the plot completely, Missy. What made you think that interfering with the happiness of your sister who works hard was gonna make things better for you, huh? Do you think that you've had a hard life because of her? Even when we were talking about what you did to her a little while ago, she said that she's okay. I couldn't believe how much she's endured because of you. Even when the both of you were in high school, her boyfriend got stolen away, and that was also because of you too. She didn't even retaliate. Are you jealous of her or something?
I'm not jealous of her at all. I never wanted to have a sister like her around anyway. I bet the reason why she never got back at me for those things was because she was scared of me.
Have you thought that maybe she's just a kind person and doesn't want to always get back at people? And how dare you talk about not wanting a sister? She saved you from many consequences over the years, and this is how you repay her for it? Do you know how messed up you've made things because of your poor and disgusting behavior? You know, Polly, no, you're wrong. I've told you many times as to why she'd never fight back with you. She just wants to forget everything and move on. But then she feels so miserable afterwards.
I don't know why everyone always pities her so much. It's actually pathetic. It's all just some made-up story to make her sound like an angel. I don't believe any of it. It's so annoying when someone acts like such a good person. It's so fake looking and no one in the world is like that anyways. She's a complete and utter hypocrite. The truth is, she's just got a really miserable and crappy personality. Just now she was nagging at me about money. She was being super persistent about me paying her compensation for her wedding. I couldn't believe what she's telling me, considering it wasn't my fault that her husband chose to be with me instead of her. I'm the one who should be getting paid compensation for my wedding being ruined.
What the heck are you even talking about, you spoiled little brat? It takes two to tango, and that's what you did. You have an affair with a practically married man and brainwash him to run away with you? You made him elope, didn't you? I should have known that you'd try and do something like this to Jenna in the future, just from the way that you two didn't get along as kids. No, you should be the one apologizing to Jenna for what you did and pay her for committing adultery and stealing her man away. But then, doing that alone doesn't mean you're forgiven.
So you're just going to take my sister's side again in all of this? Don't you think that Clark wanted to be with the more fun and entertaining sister? Would you please just stop this madness already? Don't you realize that Jenna is more likely to be the kind of person to ruin a wedding than me?
If you really must know what's actually happening right now, I'll tell you. It wasn't your sister's idea to say what you did at the wedding in the first place. It was me. I was the one who suggested we all gather together, go to your wedding, and confess to everyone there that it was all your fault that you stole Clark away from Jenna.
Excuse me? Rewind and freeze for a minute because I literally can't comprehend what you just said to me. What the heck did you do, Dad?
How many times do I need to make it plain and simple to you, Polly? I was the one who persuaded Clark's parents to come to the ceremony. I offered this opportunity to Jenna to say what she needed to say.
Are you seriously kidding me? You set this up so that the wedding wouldn't happen and that it would make people leave? How could you do this to your own daughter?
Of course I set this all up, but do you have any idea why I did this, Polly? It's because you need to take responsibility for what you've done to your sister and to our family. You know what, Polly? I've got no intention of forgiving you for any of this. I hope that you think over how bad it is that a parent has to sever the bond they have with their child.
No way! You can't just do this to me! You can't just cut me off from this family! Please don't do this. Just having to pay for today's ceremony that hardly happened is too much work for me. Even though it might cost about $30,000, I need some assistance in paying that off. Can you just help me out with that, please, Dad? That's all I'm asking right now.
Don't be ridiculous. What makes you think that I'm gonna help you financially, Polly? If you've gone and overdone it on a wedding venue, then it's on you to pay for it. What you need to do in solving most of your so-called issues right now is for you to go out there, find a decent job, and work to pay it all back. It's only fair that you do that so that things actually turn out okay for you from now on. You need to be the one that helps yourself in these situations. Also, don't you have a man to help you out now?
But that's impossible. I really can't do any of those things. I don't think anyone would really hire me, and I also get so anxious when it comes to starting a new job. I've never worked at the same place for more than 3 months. For the industry I've been in, I think I've almost gone through all the companies in town.
And whose fault is that, Polly? You can't blame anyone but yourself for all those jobs that you've gone through. This'll be a good opportunity for you to turn over a new leaf. And also to all those friends that came up congratulating you without knowing anything, you need to let them know what you've done. All that we wanted to do is let people know the true story of how you and Clark actually met. That's all. I really don't blame them for leaving. Those friends now probably won't be your friends anymore because of that. But you need to thank them for the gifts. The things that they gave you have come out of their hard-working wages.
Oh, come on, Dad. Stop being like this towards me. I'll leave both you and Mom alone after I get money off you to help me pay for the venue. Please, just do this one thing.
I'm not helping you with anything ever again. Your mother and I want nothing to do with you anymore, and neither does Jenna. You really need to rethink how your life is gonna be. You really need to reconsider your behavior once again. We're all done with you and we're cutting you off. Don't you dare contact us ever again. Also, pay the compensation to your sister.
Wait, no, this can't be happening right now. Dad, please don't do this. Wait just a minute, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for anything like this to happen.
Yeah, well, you need us more than we need you, Polly. You'll be hearing from Jenna's lawyer soon enough, so I'd prepare yourself for that. Goodbye, Polly.
Please, I need my family. No, Daddy, don't do this to me. Don't go, don't leave me. I need your help. Please, help me pay for my bills. I don't have enough money. I need you and Mom. As Jenna and her family expected, Clark and Polly had borrowed a few $100,000 from the bank to buy a luxury car and to book an extravagant wedding venue. Furthermore, Clark and Polly were given no choice but to pay back compensation to Jenna for what they did to her. They betrayed her and had an affair behind her back. Polly seems to have decided to work, even though she was very reluctant in doing that. However, she knew that if she didn't go to work, her lifestyle would start to spiral down the drain. But even if she was hired to be a part-time worker, it seems that she would hardly continue doing the job as she would get bored. She also couldn't bear being in poverty, so she ended up borrowing money from a super dodgy loan shark. When Clark realized what Polly was doing, he immediately threatened her with a divorce as he didn't want to be in any more debt. He ended up disappearing shortly afterwards. Polly was left behind and is constantly being chased by some really dodgy characters. She's always on the edge and feeling scared. Good thing that she lives right next to a police station, so if she runs into them, she can turn them in. Good luck to her in doing that because she's in a huge debt hole. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Georgina, do you realize what an ancient being you are? If I were to have a sister-in-law who's 10 years older than me attend the wedding, the venue would smell like old farts. And then on top of all that, will the old hag and the family come back to live with us? Are you kidding me? Living with a younger couple? You're going to ruin the vibe, okay? Okay, Shirley, I get the point. Even though you have these intrusive thoughts, must you really say it out loud for everyone to hear? Don't you think what you're saying is rude? For example, what if Kurt heard you say something like that about his own sister? What do you think he'd say to you about how you feel about me? What the heck are you talking about, old hag? Don't you realize that Kurt and I basically have the same opinion when it comes to you? Have you been living under a rock or something? Why wouldn't he agree with his own wife on this? Do you really think Kurt looks up to you or something? Well, no, I really don't think so at all, considering we're siblings. I think he cares about me a lot, and I do as well. I really don't think Kurt would say something like that. Okay, you obviously don't know anything, Georgina. What would you know about Kurt, huh? He thinks of you as nothing more than a nosy old hag. That's what he said. Huh? Are you joking with me right now or something? Did Kurt really say that to you about me? I don't really believe you because you could be making this up. Well, I'm telling you that that's what he said to me. Do you think he'd tell a lie that he knows would be found out really quickly? He's a lot smarter than that. Kurt's now working as an elite person in one of the top companies in the city, Georgina. He doesn't need your weaknesses hanging around. You're dragging him down. Don't you think what you're saying is a bit of an exaggeration, Shirley? Do you think what you're saying is seriously true? Are you trying to break me down so I cry? Are you serious? What's the point of making a grown adult cry? Anyway, the point is this, Georgina. You really need to pay back the money you owe Kurt quickly, all right? I'm sorry, can we just go back to what you said just now? You go ahead and try to break me with how Kurt feels about me, and then say I owe him money? What? Don't you know how pathetic it is for an old hag like you to borrow money from your younger brother? When I heard what you're doing, I felt so dizzy about it all. What the heck are you even talking about, Shirley? Me borrowing money from Kurt? Where did all this even come from? I've never borrowed money from him. Georgina, there's no point in trying to pretend it didn't happen. You're the one who got into gambling at horse races, and then you landed yourself into a huge amount of debt. You borrowed that huge amount of money from Kurt so that you could pay the debt back, correct? I really hate people who are addicted to gambling. It's one thing to have fun with your own money, but to cause trouble for other people and drag them down with you is so not cool, Georgina. I guess I understand what you're talking about. Maybe that's why everyone is being so distant. But why must you bring this up, though? Why does it matter to you? Because it has to do with Kurt, of course. After hearing that story, everyone in the family started to look down on you. Kurt's innocent in all of this, and I don't want you ruining the ceremony. Everyone tried to not show it in their attitudes towards you, but to be honest, no one wants you around, Georgina. I guess there was no way you could hide your dirty secrets after all. Well, I guess you've got a point. I just didn't think that things would go this far at all. I suppose I'll just go home now. I'll just leave everyone alone. Finally, about time that you get out of here and return home. Also, do us all a favor, would you? Just cut ties with Kurt so that we don't have to bother you anymore. Wow. Okay. Are you seriously wanting to take it this far, Shirley? I can't believe this. I guess things are taking a turn that I didn't quite expect. Kurt, we need to talk right now, so please reply to me as soon as possible. What the heck are you intending on doing here, huh? It seems like there are rumors spreading about me.
No, I've got no idea what you're talking about, Georgina. There's no rumors going around, I don't think. Maybe you're mistaken?
There's no point in pretending that you don't care, because I know that you do. Didn't you see the cold looks that I was getting from the other relatives? Do I owe you money? Because if so, I'm not aware of any of this. Is this some kind of sick joke you're pranking me with? I'm not kidding with these questions, Kurt.
No, Georgina, that's not it at all. I wouldn't make up anything like that about you. What I know about this situation is that Shirley's bringing up her interpretation.
Well, are you even going to give in and say that she's the one that made a mistake about me, or what? Why aren't you trying to clear up this misunderstanding, Kurt?
Because I don't know how to clear it up. It's a bit tough to do that at the moment. You see, Shirley was raised by a very strict family, so it's not great for me to say something inappropriate to her, and I really don't want to make her angry or anyone in her family angry, all right? I feel bad for the people who came all the way here and heard that.
Kurt, what the heck? Are you kidding me right now? Are you afraid of Shirley? Come on, we're siblings. You're supposed to feel sorry for me here. I'm hearing that I'm the one who got into debt at the horse races and borrowed money from you to pay it off. We both know that's simply not true. In fact, it was you who was the one that got into debt at the horse races and borrowed money from me so that I could pay it off. You're the one changing the story.
Okay, I'm sorry, as there has been a huge misunderstanding when it has come to this. But at least we know the truth is different, so you're fine. You can just keep being proud of yourself.
Excuse me? How on earth am I supposed to feel proud of myself when what has been spreading around is lies, Kurt? Why are you being so arrogant about this? You know that this ceremony wouldn't be possible, right? Who do you think paid for this ceremony to be held, Kurt? And no, it's not just said. I paid for it all.
Well, it's because we can't make the bride pay for it, huh? It wouldn't be right, as I'm the one that asked her to marry me. I've got a reputation to live up to, all right?
Are you seriously only thinking about yourself in this? How selfish can you be, Kurt? You're so annoying, and I am over this. I'm going home now.
Oh, come on. Why can't you just work with me here? Wait a minute. What did you just say to me before? Are you actually going home? You can't be serious, right?
Of course I'm going home. I'm too embarrassed to be at the ceremony, especially with all these lies going around about me. Seriously, why is this happening to me?
Well, it's honestly your decision whether you want to be at the ceremony or not. If you want to go home now, Georgina, I won't stop you. That's what you wanted, right? I feel like you truly didn't want to come here in the first place, so you just wanted something to happen so you had an excuse to leave, didn't you? I can't do anything about this. What a shame.
Excuse me? What the heck is that supposed to mean? What are you talking about? Do you seriously think I wanted this to happen? Your wife is the one spreading rumors about me. And if I'm gone, you'll be very happy because your lie won't be revealed to the rest of the family, now will it? This is absolutely bogus, you know that?
Hey, now there's no need to act this way, Georgina. I've been taken care of by my sister a lot in my life, okay? You're not gonna stop now, are you? Look, I want you to be there because you're my sister. I want you to witness my wedding, Georgina. It wouldn't feel right if you weren't present. How about you just stay?
Is this for real? Why did I get given a piece of trash for a younger brother? You don't care about anyone but yourself. What are you planning to do from now on? It's very obvious that the truth will be revealed sooner rather than later, and the lie will be exposed soon. Marriages also quickly fall apart when someone lies, yeah?
Well, I think that everything's gonna be fine. I'm in the process of getting things back on track. I'll keep making my new wife, Shirley, happy. I'm not kidding here.
Well, you can really say anything once you open that big mouth of yours, can't you? I'm really disappointed in you, Kurt. Why throw me under the bus for?
Because, like I said before, I've got a reputation to uphold, and I don't want that when I'm about to get married. Why don't we just cut ties then if you've got a problem? I guess if I continue to be your younger brother, I'm sure that I'll just cause you more trouble as my sister, since I don't want to get into trouble with anyone else.
Okay, well, if you're going to treat me like this, then fine. We should just cut ties right now. In return, you're to pay back the money you owe me.
What? No way! I shouldn't have to pay back the money when it was never a loan in the first place. If we cut ties, then all should be forgiven. That's not exactly fair.
I definitely know that this is all a lot of crap you're talking, Kurt. I am definitely getting my money back. If I don't, I'll tell everyone everything you said.
Oh, come on, big sister. You're being absolutely childish and you need to grow up. Your cute little brother is about to find happiness, okay? Are you going to destroy it?
Okay, fine. Just promise that you're going to pay me back all the money you borrowed from me and how much it was for the ceremony. That's all I ask from you, Kurt.
Okay, I understand, Georgina. Jeez. I'll return the money someday. I don't know when, but you'll get it. Just please don't tell anyone. Georgina, please cooperate with me.
Okay. Don't make me doubt you, all right? You can't go back on this, Kurt. I am definitely getting my money back. You got that? Don't you screw me over.
Okay, would you please just calm down a little bit about it? There's gonna be no problems, and I promise that I'll get your money back. I pinky promise, Georgina.
Georgina, what the heck is going on around here? You need to explain what you're doing right now, otherwise you're going to feel my wrath. There were some strange people that came in here that we were all trying to get rid of. Then all of a sudden they started to take Kurt. They wanted him to pay, and I don't understand why. Wait a minute, what did you just say? I don't get what you mean, Shirley. You need to calm down and explain to me in exact details what's going on. So, Kurt's gone, you said? A few men came and asked for their money back, and I had no idea what was going on. The security in the venue chased them away, but the ceremony was interrupted. What the heck are those types of people doing here at my wedding venue? Why are there debt collectors interrupting Kurt and I getting married, huh? Why are they targeting my soon-to-be husband for? He's not the one at fault here. If anything, those people should be after you. Explain yourself. Well, Shirley, I don't know what that's got to do with me for. I really don't know what the situation is, but all we can say for now is that Kurt was the one who was actually in debt. Excuse me? What the heck did you just say to me? Are you telling me that he's the one that got into a huge amount of debt? Why should I believe anything you say? I don't know how you heard from Kurt that I'm the one who's in debt, because that's just simply not true at all. It was Kurt who got addicted to horse racing and got himself in debt. So if anyone is innocent in all this, it's me. I tried to get him out of the hole he dug for himself. I'm the one that gave him the money, and I want him to give it back. But I don't understand that at all. That's the complete opposite of what Kurt said to me. So you're just trying to throw all the responsibility on Kurt then, aren't you? Are you saying he's lying? I know for a fact that he's the one who's lying. He's always twisted stories since he was a little kid. Why do you think the debt collectors are coming after Kurt then? What? No, there's no way that's true. There must be some way that you're putting all the blame on him, even if Kurt had debts. You were the one who built it up again, right? But then how did the debt collector know where to come to? You must have told them to drop by the wedding venue. Oh, I'm getting so confused right now. I don't know what it is that you don't understand, Shirley. I think you know deep down that he's lying to you. What is Kurt doing right now? What's happening? I've got no idea. Why are you asking me that? It seems like there's a dispute happening with the debt collectors outside the venue. I'm inside trying to draw the attention away from it. Oh my God, I really can't believe that this is happening to me right now, on my special day, on our wedding day. How could you do this to us? This is all your fault, you cow. You know for a fact that it can't be my fault, otherwise the debt collectors would be coming after me instead of Kurt. You really need to recognize Kurt's true nature. I know my own husband, you stupid woman. Kurt's an elite worker in his company, and his colleagues are very high up in the industry. He's kind and honest and never lies. My parents and the rest of my family know his true nature, and we all know that you're setting him up for failure. This is definitely all your fault because you want to ruin our lives. Okay, none of this is getting through to you, so I'm just going to have to break some news to you that I assume he hasn't told you yet. You do know that Kurt is unemployed right now, yeah? Shut up, you absolute liar! How dare you turn around and badmouth my husband? Wait, what the heck did you just say? Are you telling me that my husband is unemployed? How is that possible? He's only telling you half the story, Shirley. I don't know how you can be so gullible when it comes to his obvious lies. I will say he did have a really great job at a top company. But then one day he started going to the horse track to bet on the horses and ended up getting addicted to it. He ended up getting fired because he missed so much work. Right now, to make it seem like he's actually going to his job, he dresses up in a suit, leaves you in the morning, and you don't question where he's going, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, Shirley, but he's lying about where he's going. He's not going to the office, he's gambling at the horse races every day. No way, that can't be true at all. You're joking, right? Kurt's not going to work. There's no way he'd play me like that. Why don't you stop making him look bad? You're just jealous. I'm not making up anything, and I don't think that I've got the brain power to sink that deep in making up a story about my brother. Do you really not know the real Kurt? Then explain this to me, Georgina. So, why does Kurt have a lot of money? He was able to pay the entire fee of the ceremony, so how can any of what you're saying be true, huh? That money that helped guarantee you the ceremony, the funds needed for the reception, food and beverage, and everything else in between, I paid for it. Kurt knew that he wanted to marry you, but he was so embarrassed that he had no money to pay for anything. He begged for me to help, so I paid for everything. Wow, you really are going back to your fantasy land, aren't you? I really feel sorry for Kurt for having a sister who's so delusional and makes up all this crap. Well, if you don't believe me, why don't you ask your wedding planner who covered all the finances, yeah? I've been in contact with them a lot, so I'm sure they know about the situation. Fine, I'll go over there and ask them if any of that is actually true. I obviously know that it's all lies. Isn't it just better to admit it now? You're just embarrassing yourself. I've said nothing but the truth to you, Shirley. I've got no reason to lie. You really need to go and talk to the right people and get back to me on all of this. After that, you'll believe me. That's so funny, but fine. I guess I'll go and find the wedding planner. I'm sure they can sort this stupid thing out, so prepare for my wrath afterwards, you absolute liar. Okay, so I finally found the wedding planner. They were doing something at the back of the venue, but I was able to talk to them, so they told me the whole story. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but yes, it sounds like it was you who paid for this entire wedding. They were talking to you directly about how this day would be funded. I hate to say it, but I told you so, Shirley. I don't get why you wouldn't believe me when I've been saying nothing but the truth this entire time. Also, that means that you can finally see the true nature of how Kurt has been acting. He's been deceiving people for so long now, including you. Now, just hold on a second. You're kidding me, right? Do you seriously think that Kurt intended to deceive me this entire time? You're not being serious about that, are you? Well, he's always wanted to look good when it comes to showing off to the people around him, so I think it's only natural for him to act in this sort of way. I guess that Kurt just really wanted to marry you and didn't want to look like a failure to you or your family. I also didn't know that he was unemployed. Also that he's in quite a lot of debt as well. He even concealed the fact that I paid for the wedding expenses because he wanted to look good in front of everybody. I think I really need to talk to Kurt about this. I need to hear this directly from his mouth. What you're saying isn't convincing at all. Most old hags like you are liars. Do you really think taking all your anger out on me is going to solve all these problems? You've got to believe me, Kurt's definitely deceiving everybody. Would you just shut your mouth for more than a few seconds, Georgina? I'm so sick of hearing you say that he's deceiving me. Leave me alone. Hey, Kurt, I've been trying to contact you for a while now, but I see you haven't read my messages. Please tell me, is everything okay? Have things calmed down out there now?
So I guess I'm screwed. In the end, I guess things turned out to be all scrambled. It seems like it was a case of mistaken identity. So, because of all this happening, it seems like that's what's led to the ceremony being canceled. I've been in a lot of trouble lately.
Hold on, I'm kind of confused. What do you mean there's been a mistaken identity situation? It seems like there was quite a fight out there. I also went to look through the window of the venue that looks outside, and it seems like you were getting on your knees. Kurt, what was that all about?
Huh? What on earth are you talking about, Shirley? It was another person that was kneeling down on the ground, not me. You've got it twisted. The other person was saying that they were sorry for the mistake. They're good people who are able to reflect on their actions, which I'm glad people can be like that.
Okay, well, I don't know, because I saw this with my own eyes. No matter how you look at it, Kurt, I think it was you that was kneeling on the ground. You were begging.
Shirley, please, just drop it. I'm sure that you're upset about this too. When a stranger has come and interrupted the wedding ceremony, it can upset people. But the good thing about it is that things have calmed down now and things have been sorted. Everything that happened is over, so let's resume the ceremony, huh?
Okay, well, I need to talk to you about something that I found out. So, I just heard everything that's happened up until now from Georgina. She told me that she's not the one who's in a huge amount of debt, but that it's actually you. You went running to her to help pay for your gambling debt?
I'm sorry, I just zoned out a little bit because I can't believe what you're saying to me right now. I'm confused as to what you're talking about. You talked to my sister?
Yes, I talked to Georgina. She told me literally everything. Also, on top of this, you're currently unemployed, aren't you, Kurt? It was Georgina who's been paying for everything that's had to do with this wedding ceremony and reception, isn't she? Is this true? Are you lying to me?
Now just wait a minute there, Shirley. That's all utter nonsense, and I'm sure that you knew that. Do you really believe what my sister has to say to you? You hate my sister just as much as I do, don't you? You surely aren't gonna listen to her, are you? Weren't you making fun of her for being an older and unsuccessful woman?
Wait, you're telling me that all of this is nonsense? Are you being serious right now? So what Georgina was telling me isn't true at all. Then why would she say it?
Of course she's lying to you, Shirley. She just wants to sabotage this whole day and is jealous that I'm getting married. Please tell me you don't believe her, do you?
Well, I don't know about the other things, but it has been substantiated that it really was Georgina that's been paying for this wedding ceremony, Kurt.
What the heck are you talking about, Shirley? Are you really gonna continue on with this? Can't we just go and get married already and say our vows?
Kurt, I heard everything from the wedding planner about who's been funding the ceremony and reception today. She paid almost $20,000 for this wedding. I'm really doubting what you're telling me, Kurt. I don't think everything that Georgina is saying is nonsense at all if the wedding planner told me the same thing she did too.
Okay. I see what's really going on here. Okay, I guess you've got me. Yes, it's true that Georgina paid for the entire ceremony and reception today, but I'm giving it back to her soon.
Okay, so you were basically lying to me. This is just great. How am I supposed to believe you now since you've been caught out? When are you planning to return it?
Well, I was thinking of giving the money to her right away, okay? I was thinking of giving the money that I borrowed from her back tomorrow. I don't mean to boast or anything, but I do have the means to pay her back, so I can practically give it back to her immediately. So there's no worries, right?
Okay, so you're going to give her back the money tomorrow. All right, got it. Please do that tomorrow, or else, Kurt. You better keep your word.
Hang on a minute, what? What did you just say? I'm confused. Are you actually serious about me giving her the money tomorrow? Is it really urgent?
Yes, it's urgent you give it back to her. Kurt, look, this is messing with my head way too much. I don't want to get married after receiving charity from that old hag. I may not like her that much, but you've been lying to me and showing off, and I'm getting tired of your antics, Kurt. You'll get the $20,000 ready for her and get it back to her tomorrow, okay?
No, wait a minute. That's such a huge amount of money, so I don't actually know if I'll be able to do it straight away. Surely this isn't necessary, right?
Well, there really shouldn't be any issues, right? Since you were planning to give your old hag of a sister back her money tomorrow, yeah? You better do that, all right?
Well, I don't know why that would be such a good idea. Why are you trying to test me like this? I swear I didn't mean for stuff to happen. Come on, Shirley, work with me here.
You listen to me good, Kurt. If you can't pay back for what Georgina paid for, the wedding's going to be canceled, and I mean it. So are you going to finally confess everything to me or not?
I don't get what you mean by that, Shirley. You really are confusing me a lot. You really don't think I'm being honest with you? What are you being like this for?
Well, I really don't think that you're telling the whole truth. I may not like your sister because she's old and annoying, but you lying to me is just ridiculous. With my family, we're told to always speak the truth, and you know how strict my parents were when I was a child, yeah? I don't like people who lie to me and make me feel gullible. If what Georgina's been saying this entire time is actually true, I'll never forgive you for this and I'll break up with you. Just be honest and admit what you've done. All in all, I just want an apology because you've basically made yourself look like a different person when you're around me, and it makes me feel so stupid about how I believed everything you said.
No, you can't do this to me. We're literally about to get married and spend the rest of our lives together. It really can't be true. Am I really a crappy person to you?
If you're just going to act like this, I don't want to put up with it, Kurt. Please, just pay the $20,000 to your sister tomorrow, all right? If what she's saying isn't true and that you're the one who's right about all of this, then it should be really easy for you to just give her back the money, Kurt.
Wow, surely what you're saying is the worst case scenario, right? Either way, this is all really bad, but I can fix it all. I can promise you that.
Okay, now you're confusing me. What do you mean you'll fix it all? Do I see cracks in the armor, Kurt? Are you kidding me right now? You're speaking your mind, aren't you?
Okay, well, I just want to run this by you. If I admit that everything my sister said was true, you'll still marry me as planned, right? You're not going to leave me because of these little twists in the truth, are you?
I should have known that you were eventually going to turn around and say something like that. Are you trying to make me feel bad even though I'm not the one who's done anything wrong? It's like you're admitting that you lied to me. I don't appreciate that. I wish you just owned that you did wrong and that you lied from the beginning, Kurt. I'm really disappointed in you, and it feels like I really don't know you at all anymore. Your sister was right. I should have listened to her. You really are just a show-off and a liar. Okay, I get it. You lied so that you can look like the hero of the wedding, but you're not, Kurt. You're just an idiot. I guess I've got no choice but to cancel the wedding after all.
Whoa, wait just a second, Shirley. You've got this all twisted, and I guess my sister was right, but I'm not that bad of a person. Please believe me. I get it. I admit it. I asked my sister for money for the wedding, but I'm not that much of a liar. Please trust me. I just want this day to be perfect for you, Shirley. My sister was telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth the entire time that I've known you. I get it. I'm absolute trash. I'm really sorry, Shirley. The debt collectors from earlier in the morning wasn't a mistaken identity. It was definitely me they were after. And I just wanted them to leave until I got the money to pay them.
Okay, so you finally confessed that you're just an idiot when it comes to money. And then made me feel stupid about believing all the crap you said. Well, you know what, Kurt? There's no way I can marry such a piece of trash like you, so the wedding is hereby canceled. You need to send everyone home.
No, Shirley! Babe, don't do this to me! I know that I messed up so much, but I can fix this really easily. It'll be no problem soon. Why are you doing this to me?
Do you have any idea what you've put me through, you big dumb idiot? You're gambling, you're lying to me. You don't even have a job, do you? You're a complete waste of space. I don't want to marry a big fat liar like you. I'll never want to be associated with that when it comes to meeting new people. I am done with you and your baggage. Goodbye, Kurt.
All of this is just a whole scam from my sister as she wants to ruin my wedding and my whole life. I'm really sorry. Don't do this. It's too hard for me to bear.
After the wedding was canceled by Shirley, her parents made her pay for half the ceremony herself since she never coughed up any money for anything. She's now working multiple part-time jobs and somehow managing to make ends meet while also paying back for the wedding that she canceled. It seems that she's never worked a day in her life before, so she was struggling to get by. She seems to be anxious about getting married as she's worried about getting older by the day. Considering that during this incident she was spreading her terrible personality around, it'll be difficult for her to get married for the time being. Kurt was forced to go and work at a factory once his family found out everything he was doing. The debt collectors told him to get a job to pay back his gambling debts. He's been forced to work every day without taking a break. It'll take more than 5 years for him to pay off his debt. He seems to spend every day with a haggard look on his face. Now that Georgina doesn't have to look out for Kurt anymore, she feels so much lighter and has been freed from all the stress he created. She can feel herself getting younger and enjoying life again. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Oh, Tilly, are you there? I need to speak to you pronto. What's your problem, huh? Did you actually make it home in one piece or not? What are you up to? Don't you know how worried you've made everyone feel today? You just leave the house crying without stating you were walking out on us. That's not typical behavior. Are you seriously kidding me right now, Donna? How dare you say something like that to me? How could you be so ignorant, huh? You've got some nerve messaging me, yeah? Oh my, I wasn't expecting this kind of response from you. Look, I was just worried about you and your whereabouts, that's all. Is it such a big deal? How can you say something so harsh to your dear old mother-in-law, huh? I'm actually trying to show that I care, isn't that obvious? Why must you be so rude to me? You know what, I guess it's because lower-class people like you are not very disciplined at all when it comes to manners or anything like that. Look, this is what I'm trying to point out. The way you interact with me. Like I'm less than a human being. What's with that, Donna? Why must you act this way towards me? Why must you belittle me right when I'm trying to meet you just before I marry your son? I'm already anxious enough as it is, and you're just making me feel worse. Hey, come on now. There's no need to speak to me like that. What are you seriously angry about, huh? Did you really think that I'd approve this marriage? Do you think that just because you went running out the door crying that I'm going to cave in and let you marry my son? I guess you really were being a bit arrogant. Today was literally supposed to be the first time that you and I were going to meet, Donna. I thought that you'd be more welcoming and kind. Why do you hate me so much? Well, you know, at a glance, I can already guess what kind of characteristics you have as a person. It's very obvious to me what your personality is like, Tilly. Okay, well, considering you're only meeting me for the first time today, it's very bold of you to say something like that. So, what kind of person am I then, Donna? How am I going to put this so that you understand? You're basically just a hopeless sewer rat who gets close to men so that you can take their money. Are you for real? Are you saying that I only go after men who have a lot of money? What on earth are you trying to say, Donna? Have you lost your mind? Excuse me, I've not lost my mind at all. How dare you be so rude to me, you piece of filth? I'm just cutting out all the roundabout ways to tell you who you are. So are you trying to tell me that you had no idea that my son is quite a rich man that has his own company? Do you live in that much of a hole, or are you lying? Of course I know that about him, but it's not the most important thing to know when it comes to our relationship. But yes, Isaac told me about his successes. Do you seriously think that I approached Isaac because I knew that he has a huge pot of gold sitting in his bank account? Are you kidding me about being a gold digger? Have you actually thought that maybe I love Isaac very much and that I want to be his partner for the rest of my life? I want to marry him with all my heart. Ah, okay. Well, there's no need for you to start spreading rumors when that's not the truth at all. I know exactly what you're trying to do here. Isaac is going to be the president of our company in the future, and you want to sneak in there and take it away from him. You're just aiming to be the new CEO's wife, right? So you're planning on taking the company's money and our family assets for yourself, am I right? I already know how sneaky you are. Don't try to deny it. I hate to break it to you, sweetheart, but your plan isn't going to go the way that you want it to. That's why I'm trying to help my son avoid your actions. Well, if you must know that taking money was never my intention at all. I don't know where you got this crazy idea from, but that is something I would never do to my partner. All I want to happen between Isaac and I is for us to be happy and have an amazing adventure with our relationship and our future. Do you not understand that? What the heck are you talking about, Tilly? What's all that crap supposed to tell me? Do you really think it's okay to try to appeal to someone's emotions? You know that I can never be fooled like that. I've lived a pretty long life now, and I know what fools like you do. I've said it many times before. If we look towards the future, Isaac will be carrying all the weight of the company on his shoulders. You know that, right? Because he doesn't need some gold digger bringing him down more. Yes, I'm very aware of his circumstances, Donna. I've known that since I've started dating him, and I am 100% going to support him in any way I can. Oh yeah? By trying to take all his money, right? I know that's all you want from him. I can see right through your lies, and you thought I would let my son marry a lowlife like you? I'm no lowlife, and I wish you would just listen to what I'm trying to say about how much Isaac means to me. I know your company's a large one. I get that you're protecting it. And I've also learned that you've lived a very nice and flashy lifestyle. But even though you're in the upper class, there's no need to treat people like dirt. There's no point calling me a lowlife or a poor person, as you really don't know a lot about me and my history. I don't think it's good to say things like that. At least Isaac doesn't see me this way. I don't know where you got all your crazy assumptions about me from, but it's not fair to talk to me like this. Well, I hate to break it to you and Isaac, but he's always been the child that doesn't know how to read people. He lacks that trait, even though I've got a very good read of how people like you act. I already know that you're conniving and that you're going to take Isaac for all he's worth and waste the money on yourself. He's too blind to see past your lies. If he's being swayed by such a poor person about how he runs his life, then he's got a long way to go before he does anything decent with the company and the life he leads. Are you seriously kidding me right now? Were you not listening to a word I was saying before about myself? You are such a terrible human being for saying such things. Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river, sweetheart. You shouldn't have tried to convince me that you loved my son when I already knew your plans. Oh, shut up. You need to be told your place in society. So that's it? You're not going to listen to me or try to meet up with me to get to know me? You're not even going to recognize that Isaac and I are really happy and want to be together? I get no blessing from you? There's absolutely no way that I'd ever bless a marriage between my super successful son and this street rat. It's not happening, so get used to it. Besides, since Isaac failed to find a decent woman to marry and support him with the company, I'm just going to have to do everything myself. I'm going to decide who he marries. So what if I slapped you across the face and made you leave? You should have more guts than that to face me. You should have come up with a better lie than you did. Now, you really know your position. You're to leave my son alone and never come near me ever again, you poor, disgusting rat. I'll make sure that his next wife is more suitable for him.
Tilly, are you there? I've been trying to call and text you for a while now. I saw that you were online, so I'm just trying to make sure if you're okay.
Oh, Isaac, hi. Yeah, I feel a little bit better now. I've just arrived at my house, and I just needed a break from my phone for a bit. I've calmed down a little.
Tilly, I really wanted to say how sorry I am about what happened back at my parents' house. I really couldn't believe my mom. I don't know why she did what she did.
I don't know what's gotten into her either, but she really hates me, Isaac. She contacted me just before and told me to not come by the house again.
My mom. Unfortunately, she always says stuff like that whenever she feels uncertain about a person. I guess you could say that she's a bit possessive. She really can't accept it if I decide on something without her. Okay, she's not super possessive, but she can't stand it when she doesn't get what she wants. I've been used to her being like this for quite a while now, especially since I've become more of an adult and making my own decisions. I never thought she'd act like that.
Yeah, I can see why you'd say things like that about her. It sums her up quite nicely. I was really shocked when all that crap went down, Isaac.
Tilly, I know how much this is affecting you, but I still do want to wish you all the happiness in the world. I don't know how we're going to overcome her.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? What's brought this on all of a sudden? You're not trying to say what I think you're going to say to me right now, are you?
Well, it's just, you probably don't want to marry me after all that just happened to you. If that's the case, I just want you to be honest about it to me.
Oh, Isaac, I've got a feeling that you've got the wrong idea here. It's been a dream of mine since I met you to actually marry you and be with you through everything we get thrown at.
But Tilly, I don't understand. You did realize what my mother was like, right? Why are you going so far as to say something so nice to me right now?
But I'm your partner, and you're a super important person to me, Isaac. Of course I'm being brutally honest when I say that I love you so much and want to be with you.
You actually want to be with me even though my family was basically super horrible to you? What did I even do to make you feel this way still?
Well, when I was having trouble at work, you were always there for me and always stood up for me. Do you remember how many times you saved me from stress and our peers? There was no one else that was by my side like you were, Isaac. You understood what was happening was so wrong, and you helped me get through the tough times.
But I don't see how I was on your side, though, Tilly. I couldn't really offer a lot of useful advice without getting you fired somehow. I don't think I helped a lot, to be honest.
No, I think you underestimate how much you did for me. I really thought that the company would make me leave, but you were always there to back me up. That was enough for me.
That simply can't be true. I was the one who was saved by you. You kept me so calm and focused when I was getting crap from work and family life. I've always lived my life looking up to my parents and wondering if anything I do would be good enough for them. I've always been scared to divert anything to get what I wanted. But you, Tilly, you always followed through with what was right and what was best for you. You did what you wanted to do. That's how you live your life, and you give me courage because of that.
Wow, that's so sweet of you to say, Isaac. I really appreciate you telling me that. I think that we have the best chemistry when it comes to us being together for each other.
I really think so too, Tilly. But maybe that's why we can't be together right now, because I don't want you being treated like this by my mom. It shouldn't be happening this way.
Yeah, you've got a point. I do feel the same way. I shouldn't be treated like dirt. I'm better than that. I don't know what your mom's problem is with me when she barely knows me. If we want to deal with this issue and actually try to do something about it before things get worse, let's talk more about what's going to happen from now on.
Yeah, you're right. The best thing to do is to communicate how things can get fixed. I'm very down to openly talk about this in person. Let's do that.
So Donna, I'm messaging you because I still want us to try and get along. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Can we just start this all over again, please? What makes you think I want to do anything like that, huh? Do you really think that I'm gullible to fall for this request, you pathetic woman? Must you seriously talk to me like this when we're both adults? Like I told you the last time we met, Donna, Isaac and I love each other very much and want to get married. I wanted to ask you once again because maybe you might have had a change of heart. So will you please give us your blessing for this marriage? Excuse me, are you trying to make me say something that I really don't want for my son and my family? Are you still going on about getting my blessing? Oh, you're super persistent, aren't you? Why are you being so desperate when it comes to getting my approval of this marriage, huh? Do you love money that much that you want to betray this entire family? You're not even trying to listen to me. There are many great things about Isaac that has nothing to do with him making lots of money for the family company. You know what? You're twisting everything I say. It seems like you're the one who's saying that your son has nothing good to offer but money. Did you hear that loud and clear, Donna? Well, that's actually true. That child of mine was not particularly good at studying, nor is he super good looking like other wealthy men in this country. The only thing I really like about my son is that he's obedient. I don't think there's anything else that's good about Isaac. Just that he doesn't disobey me. Wow, this has got to be some sort of sick joke, right? How can you say something so horrible about your own son? It makes no sense to me at all. I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear anything you just said to me. Isaac would be super sad to know that his mother doesn't like anything about him. Well, luckily for you, Tilly, you don't need to worry about how he feels about it so much. I told you what he's like, but you just won't listen. I told him this as well. You've got to be kidding me. Donna, please tell me that you didn't seriously just tell your own son that he's not anything but obedient. That would tear him apart. Of course I told him. I can say whatever I like to my own flesh and blood. I feel that Isaac lacked a lot of self-awareness and needed to know about it. We explained to him to do as we told him. I thought that if he didn't know these things about himself, then he would never understand what it's like to have him as a son. I had a right to tell him that since I'm his mother. You're the worst mother in the world now that you've done that. Have you never thought about how he feels when he hears bad things about himself from his own mother? Well, if you must know, you stupid little girl, this is an educational policy in our home. He needs to learn about the things that make him hopeless so he can do better. In order to make the company bigger, he needs to know more things about himself and how he can better himself for our family's sake. He needs to understand that. Also, I thought I would let you know that his new marriage partner has been chosen, and it's been decided that they'll get married instead. I decided on a lovely woman from the accounting department in our company would be a suitable candidate for being Isaac's wife. She's got a good head on her shoulders, she's beautiful and smart and 10 times better than you'll ever be. I want her and Isaac to marry each other. Whoa. Now just hold on a minute there. What the heck? This is the 21st century. Isaac is a grown man and can decide on his own wife. How can you do such a selfish thing to him? You can't do this to your own son. He should be able to marry who he loves. Does he even know about this? Well, before you rudely interrupted me and thought it would be fine to ask for my blessing over a text message, I was planning to talk to him, yes. Of course, I really do think that he'll do what I say. I know he doesn't want the wrath of me if he doesn't do what I say to him. I control his life. This is insane, Donna, and you know it. You can't do this when he's my fiancé. You can't do this to him or me. Your tyranny is unacceptable, and I'll never forgive you for this. Oh, don't be so stupid, you ugly lowlife. Since when do I need to apologize for any of this? This is how my family has done things for generations, and I don't plan on stopping now. But what would you know? I bet you don't even have any traditions like we do. A poor peasant like you would never understand the way that the upper class do things. I don't know what kind of family would have such a stupid tradition in controlling what their children do, and I really don't want to know the details. It's just sick. Anyway, back to answering your question from earlier, Tilly. There's no way that I'll ever bless your marriage with my son, so you can forget about it and move on from him. You're making a huge mistake, Donna. You better watch what you say and do next, otherwise things might take a turn for the worst for your family. Don't you think you'll regret this? Excuse me, do you really think I've ever had a regret in my life when it comes to making decisions? You really need to shut up and get out of my sight, you piece of trash! Hey, what the heck is going on here, Tilly? What on earth have you done? How could you do something like this without my say-so, you evil little cow? Huh? Is that you, Donna? Oh, sorry. I was busy and away from my phone. I wasn't paying attention to your messages. What are you talking about? What's happened? Is it exactly true that you're having a wedding ceremony with Isaac? This is some kind of sick joke. You better just be messing with me because I never gave you permission to do this. Huh? I'm not entirely sure what you're on about, Donna. Did you actually hear that from somewhere? I didn't really care if you found out or not. Well, I'm telling you that a friend of mine was telling me that they saw you in fancy clothes and it sounded like you were going to get married. Why on earth are you doing this on your own? Don't you remember what I said to you, Tilly? We literally just had this conversation not so long ago. Didn't I tell you that I wasn't going to bless your marriage and that you couldn't be together? Well, yes, you did say those things, but did you think that we were actually going to listen to you? It was honestly better for us to just ignore your opinion about our relationship. We knew you weren't going to change your mind, so after all the discussions we had, we just decided to leave you out of things and we got married ourselves. Besides, you're a bit late when it comes to the decision. It's already been made. It's not like there's anything you can do about it now. So if you've already organized a wedding ceremony and all that other crap that couples do, does that mean that you're legally married to each other? Well, yes, that's what a wedding is for, to show everyone that we're legally bound together by being married to each other. We've already handed in the marriage certificate to the courthouse. So now that we've done that, I can now confirm that we're already officially husband and wife. You're a bit late to the party, but that's okay. Do you have any idea how much you have ruined my plans for my son? You went behind my back and betrayed me. You knew that I was setting up Isaac's marriage to someone else, right? Of course I knew that, but I wasn't going to let you get away with it, considering that it's Isaac's decision to determine who he marries. He wanted to marry me, so yes, we didn't say a word to you. Did you really think that I was going to give up on Isaac that easily, Donna? I love Isaac, and we wanted to get married. It was good because you had no idea of our plan. We just let you go and make all these decisions so that you were distracted from what we wanted to do. We had nothing to do with what you were trying to dictate to Isaac. This is unbelievable. I knew you were a conniving little rat. I knew you were up to something terrible. How dare you do this without my say-so? Oh, this is simply not allowed. Well, I don't know what else to say apart from we're husband and wife now, and you need to stop with these outrageous plans for your son. He can make his life the way he wants it. Just stop with all the controlling and being so hateful towards me when you don't even know me. If you really want to, you can attend the ceremony, okay? Are you kidding me right now? After you both stabbed me in the back, I'll do no such thing. I would never attend your stupid wedding ceremony. Now that you've both unfortunately married to each other, you need to go back down to the courthouse and file for divorce. Even though it's bad to divorce, it'll be better than being married to a poor peasant. Are you being serious right now? You're wanting us to get a divorce when we just said our I do's and confirmed our marriage? There's no way either of us are doing that. I knew you'd turn around and say something of that sort. I guess I've got no choice but to go down there and file them myself on your behalf. I can do that. I'm Isaac's mother, after all. As you know, Isaac has been trained to obey any command I give him, and he knows I've got the power to do this, and you can't stop me. He knows I hate you and that you're doing this, so I'm telling you now that I'll make the divorce final, and I'll hand in the papers right away. You'll never get his money. Are you seriously just doing this because this is what you want? What about what Isaac wants? Don't you ever listen to his wants and needs? No wonder we didn't tell you about this. Have you even for a second considered Isaac's feelings or his future at all? Don't you want him to be happy with someone he loves? What's your problem, lady? Of course I've thought about it. I'm his mother and I know what's best for him, and it's certainly not you, you lowlife. I'm his parent, so I care about his happiness first and foremost. I don't see you doing that at all. All you're doing is dictating to him. What kind of a so-called supportive parent is that, Donna? You're literally ruining his future by being like this. Shut up, you absolute piece of trash human being. I'm not going to sit there and listen to any of your opinions about me. If I tell Isaac to divorce you, he should obey completely. All you're making me do right now is cause an argument, and it's making me waste time when I should be going to the courthouse. If you do any more stupid things, you'll live to regret it. Well, if Isaac really wants to divorce and not ever want to see me ever again, I guess there's nothing that I can really do about it. I'll have no choice but to let him go. Oh my God, you're finally seeing sense. Thank you. If you just fulfill this wish, everything will be over in just under 10 minutes. Then we can finally have you out of our lives. Okay, I need to get going so that we can all get this over with. I'll go get the divorce papers from the courthouse now and bring them over for both of you to sign. Isaac, you need to reply to me right now. Why did you decide to get married without telling me? How could you do this to your own mother? Oh, it doesn't make any sense.
Mom, isn't it obvious? But also, I'm pretty sure I told you about it. I'm sure it was mentioned maybe once or twice. Weren't you there when I announced to the family I was marrying Tilly?
But don't you remember me telling you that I don't approve of this marriage? You realized I never gave you my blessing, right? How could you be so stupid to marry a street rat?
But what you don't seem to get, Mom, is that we love each other so much. What's so difficult for you to understand? You might have an opinion on it, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna listen to it.
What the heck did you just say to me? How dare you talk back to your own mother in that sort of way? Don't you know that you're the next president of the company? Don't you get that you've got a reputation to uphold when it comes to how our family looks to the public? Don't you understand how important your position is going to be in this company?
Well, yes, I get that I'll be the next company president, but so what? What's that got to do with me getting married to Tilly, huh? What's the big deal in marrying her?
Oh, you're so stupid when it comes to finding a good woman. Why do you think I've had to get involved with all the relationships you've had over the years? You've not got a good eye when it comes to choosing a good partner for this company and for yourself. I'll have to be the one who chooses who you marry, all right? You're to get rid of that piece of trash and never have anything to do with her ever again. You shouldn't have done this without my permission. You're to divorce her immediately.
Are you being serious right now, Mom? Do you really think I'm gonna turn around to do that to the love of my life? There's no way that I can do that to her. Tilly is the right person for me, and she's the most important person to ever exist in my life. I'm not stabbing her in the back by separating from her.
Well, that's just too bad, Isaac. You're literally the only one in this family who thinks that way. You're obviously being brainwashed by her. How could you let this happen to yourself?
Excuse me? What did you just say about my wife? Do you seriously think that she's brainwashing me into making decisions? She's the only person who lets me make decisions for myself.
I guess I have no choice but to tell you what kind of person that poor peasant is, then. She's exactly what I thought that she would be when it comes to weaseling her way into this family.
You're making no sense right now. What do you mean that's what you thought? Are you really making assumptions about someone you barely know?
Don't you get what she's trying to do to you, Isaac? She's wanted to get really close to you because she's just a gold-digging thief. Don't you think she is? She only sees you as a source of money, her personal bank account. Her goal was to become the CEO's wife and get her hands on our family fortune. She makes it so obvious, but you're too blind to see that. I seem to be the only one who knows what she's up to. That's why I slapped her across the face and chased her out of the house. I have had to go to so many extremes so that everyone knew what she was doing was really wrong and that I was protecting us from her. How can you not understand that, Isaac?
Mom, you've gone way too far this time. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think we all know that's a lie. You hardly know her. I do. She's not like that at all.
Please tell me you didn't just say that to me, Isaac. Have you lost your mind or something? Do you seriously not believe what your own mother is telling you?
There's no way I can believe anything you're telling me anymore. Do you really think Tilly only started going out with me because I had a lot of money? You have no idea what she does for a job, do you? She's literally a manager of a company, and it's actually a very well-known company, Mom. You think she's a gold digger? Give me a break, Mom. You're off your rocker. You probably don't believe that a woman can be a leader of a company, do you? You didn't think that some poor person like her actually runs a successful company, huh? You're so quick to judge people, Mom. It makes me sick and ashamed to be related to you. Tilly earns up to $500,000 a year in her position. If anything, I feel like I'm the gold digger since her earnings are quite a bit higher than mine. What you're saying is a downright lie about her.
Whoa, now, just wait a minute. What the heck did you just say? Are you telling me that Tilly is some big hotshot boss? Is this for real? Oh, she doesn't even look like she could manage anyone.
Well, it's true. She's a fine manager and treats people with respect and kindness. That's what makes her an even better leader. Maybe you just don't see that. What I can't understand is how ignorant you were of her when I brought her over to the house. Why didn't you ask her what she did for a living?
But how can this be? I thought that I had a good read on that vile woman. Is what you're saying actually true, or is she just lying to you? You can be easily manipulated, Isaac.
Would you just shut up, Mom? Everything that comes out of that mouth of yours is disrespectful and disgusting. I'm so glad that I haven't turned out like you, Mom. If you must know, Tilly is an irreplaceable woman to me, and you trying to force me to divorce her is the most cruelest thing you've ever tried to do to me. The moment that you raised a hand to my wife and used every single word that you said against her, I felt nothing but disgust and disappointment from you, Mom. You're the worst mother on the planet, and Tilly has done nothing but be kind to you, because that's just in her nature. She's really tried with you, but she's so exhausted. Come to think of it, I'm exhausted of having these fights and conversations with you, Mom. All you do is create chaos, and I've had enough of this crap.
How dare you speak to me like that? All I'm trying to do is protect you from women like her. She's nothing but bad news, and you know it. Open your eyes, Isaac.
They are open, Mom. I've never seen so clearly in my entire life. Tilly's been the one to help me see that there are good people in this world, since you've always ruined everything for me.
I have done nothing of the sort. How dare you speak badly of your own mother? I've put food on your plate, bathed you, and put clothes on you so you look suitable for all occasions. Have you actually forgotten all the good things I've done for you? Does none of that count anymore? Don't you think you should thank me for getting you to where you are today?
The only person I should be thanking is myself for finally being able to leave your grasp, to do my own thing and to be able to be with the one I love, not the person you chose for me. Do you really think an arranged marriage was going to stop me from being with Tilly? She's the only one who understands what I've been through and stood by my side through thick and thin. Why would I ever marry a stranger, Mom? If that was what you wanted, then your mind is completely messed up. You're delusional, and I'm not letting you control me anymore. I thought the best thing for me to do was to get married to the love of my life, grow the company more, and then give back to the people who make the company successful. It was never just our family who made this company great. It was the people that worked for us that made it fantastic. Tilly helped me see that, and she's an amazing person.
Oh, stop talking about that piece of filth. It's making my ears bleed. The company would not exist without this family. You're supposed to put your family and the company first. All you're being is selfish.
Wow, Mom. You really don't know me at all, do you? That's it. I'm done with this conversation and having a relationship with you. You make me feel sick to my stomach. I can't even stand to be in your presence. I don't want to ever feel this way ever again. I don't need you anymore, Mom. You're nothing but an evil witch.
You're nothing without me, Isaac. You wouldn't have succeeded if it weren't for me. You can't walk away from this family. If you do, you'll regret it immediately.
I don't think so, Mom. I've got everything I need. My little house, my wife, and happiness. Money was never the most important thing, and pleasing you certainly wasn't either. From now on, I'm gonna live my life the way that I want to. You can't stop me anymore, Mom. You've always made me feel horrible about myself. Not anymore.
You can't walk away from me. You can't do this to me. I am your mother, and you're to get back here and obey my orders. You're to divorce that woman and marry this lovely woman I've paired you up with.
You can go tell her I'm not interested. I'm married and happy with Tilly. Good luck with that part, Mom. I never want to hear from you ever again. Goodbye, Donna.
No, wait. You can't do this to your own flesh and blood. Families are supposed to stick together. You can't just cut me out of your life. Get back here. Don't ignore me. Please, Isaac, don't do this to your dear old mother. I can't handle it. Please, I need my son. I want to make sure that you'll succeed. Wait, oh, come back. In the end, it sounded like Donna was having some financial trouble when it came to her company. She ended up asking for a loan from Tilly since she found out that she's a high-paid manager. Since Tilly didn't want to give her a loan, Donna's company went bankrupt 6 months later. Fearing that she would end up having a lot of debt, she quickly divorced Isaac's father. After that, she returned to her parents' house and tried to live under their protection. But apparently her parents knew how she was treating their grandson, Isaac. They rejected her pleas, and she was begging on her knees for them to help her. They also found out the true reason why she had married her husband. They cut her off when they found out her true plan. She was always blaming Tilly for being a gold digger, but it was really Donna who was one. She married her husband so as she wanted to monopolize her husband's earnings and keep it for herself to buy nice and shiny things. It seems like Donna didn't expect her parents would cut her off, and she felt like she was being strangled by them. With nowhere to go, Donna had no choice but to rent a super run-down and cheap apartment. She also had to get a part-time job to make ends meet. But with all that, she was still unable to change her wasteful money habits that she developed as a CEO's wife. She continued to buy luxury brands that were more than her paycheck. Now she's drowning in debt and unable to pay it back. She's spending her days running away from debt collectors. No one knows where she is or what she's doing. It looks like no one is there for her, but that's her own doing. Tilly and Isaac were able to have a wonderful day at their wedding. They got everyone's blessings on their special day. They were both determined to build a happy family and life together. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.